This is why you're all subscribed to me. Here comes a certified Blue Squadron Crashout. I can feel it on the page. I can feel it like a wave. You guys know how, like, before a tsunami hits, the tide, like, recedes? You know what I mean? And if you're standing on the bank when it happens, you're like, I'm, like, already dead. You know? That's you guys right now. The tide is receding. You guys just don't even know it's about to happen to you. Like your hairline. Shut up. I'm sweating. Oh, no! No! No, God, please, no! No! Not again, bro. Not again. Bro. Bro, no way. All right, guys, welcome back to our weekly Global Labs patch video. I'm Blue Squadron. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Just go balls deep into it. Item changes. All right, so added changes to the managed currency UI. Seal of Undying. Sure, 1 Seal of Undying for 1 Cronstones, 10 for 10 Cronstones. Yeah, whatever, okay. No big deal. Dekmia, Token of Oath. This is the this is like the pity system, or like the token system for the dungeon. You do the dungeon every week. And then you can trade those in for, you know, 10 times the memfrags and the massive pure magics, and now you can do gold bar coelacanths can be traded for gold bars more efficiently, whatever. Monster changes. This is ass. Is this our only changes? Are these the only Monster Zone changes? Bro, mid-game grinders are not making enough money. I think the fact that Honglim base is making like 1 to like 1.3 bill an hour, okay? And you're getting like, or Ezekia making like 3.5 to 4 billion silver an hour consistently. You're literally making, like, as an end game player, I'm not saying that these two grind zones should be making the same amount of money. Not even close. I do think that end game players should be making more money. No question. However, should we be making 3 times what the mid game players are making? No, we should not be making 3 times.
Jowersy just resubscribed for 3 months. Get boss his own Dark Knight statue.
They gotta up this by like 5 to 800 million an hour. I'm gonna be honest with you. And proportionally, all the other spots should be shifted up as well. Everything under Tungrad Ruins needs to be shifted up. And then Tungrad can be shifted up by like 100 or 200 mil. And then like, that's it. That's it. Like, bro, like it's just that simple. If the end game players are making this much money, the gap between us and them is way too big. Because you know, they're talking like at Perlibus, they're going to make Cronstones 3 or 4 million silver a Cronstone soon. You know that shit's coming. That's going to be a dog shit game. That's going to be a crazy crash out kind of patch. But like, it just makes it even harder for new players to catch up because they need more and more Cronstones, and their Cronstones cost more than the players that have already done it, right? Like when I made a lot of my gear, Cronstones were only 1 or 2 million a piece. Okay, now Cronstones are 3 million a piece. Then they're gonna be 4 or 5 million a piece. Like, and everything requires crons. Back then, not everything required Cronstones. Anyway, their negligence about grind zones is gonna cause a lot of people to quit the game. Just yesterday, I had 3 separate players DM me and go, Blue, I've tried to hang on for as long as I can with this new patch, but like, I'm a mid-game grinder. It feels like shit. I don't really know what it is. It feels like crap now, and I just feel like I'm just falling further behind everybody else, and I think I'm just kind of done with the game. Like, and so like that, literally 3 different people messaged me. If that's the sentiment that like a lot of mid-game grinders have, it's not a good direction for the game. Like, I do think that this grind zone change and the AP adjustment and all could be very good for the game overall. But I think that they just did not... They buffed end-game grinding by like 40% silver per hour, 30 to 40% silver per hour, and then didn't buff the mid-game grinders. Like people are making the same at Honglim base now that they were before the patch. It's like Mid-game grinders didn't move, but the bar for the high-end grinders moved up. It's kind of like in the economy, where like everybody's been boasting about, oh my god, the economy in America is so good. Look at the stock market. Oh my god, it's so crazy. Yeah, those are Karens that have no idea how the economy works. They've never had to go buy eggs or don't understand what the difference is. Okay, the only people up, like, yeah, there's a lot more wealth in the American economy, but do you know who benefited of all of that wealth? The top 1%. Okay, it's just like that in BDO. Okay, the top 1% is inheriting all of the wealth, and the mid-game players, the early game players, the poor people, they're getting in the ass repeatedly, and they're being told to just take it. It's not fair. It's just not fair. Like, I straight, like, as an end game player, I know how much money I'm making. And like, I do think that end game players should be making more money than mid game players. That obviously, that's been a thing.
Is it worth buying the $300 Pearl Pack greater than?
But 3 times as much money as mid game players is way too much. Way too much. Like, it's ridiculous. All right, quest and changes. Nobody cares. The Hungry Drifter, which was located in the safe zone at Ilya item, has been moved further south in the comment zone. Whatever. Mount changes. Krogdala horse.
Hey, girl.
Mount changes the Krogdala horse. This is the dad horse. We're not calling it the dad horse. I'm so glad they didn't call it the dad horse. Okay, so this is like the Earth, Wind, and Fire Doom horse. Jesus Christ, it's so loud. Submarine angle. I can't wait for this top 1% player change. This is a W quality of life change. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to let Perlibus have this win. I also want to say that as someone that has never experienced a bug in Black Desert Online, there is a 0% chance that this will have any bugs when it launches. And I, as a content creator, am definitely not looking forward to watching that clown fiesta happen. That being said, this is a W change. This is a W change for the game. What's the outfit on that character? It's a male character, so no one gives a shit. This horse is going to be pretty cool, and personally, I think that this is going to be a really big W change for the game. Oh no. The best horse in Black Desert, once dad, now officially Krogdalo, thank God, is ready to carry you to new adventures. Okay. You can accept a quest from Krogdalo in Marandora in Kamasilvia Grana when holding your Krogdalo Sanctuary item. And then you get this horse. Yo, you've been watching this video for like 8 minutes now. Please drop a like on the video before the crash out happens. Thanks so much, guys. Regardless, this is coming with this coming patch. I think it's a W change. What? You don't get the 2-seater skill with Krogdalo? So, we're downgrading our horse. Bro, you're just losing 2-seater?
Down Snickers should help clear that.
Why? Why can't we have 2-seater on a Pegasus or a Dine? Why is that so hard? I just don't get it. Straight up. I actually do not understand. Wait, you have to re-level the horse again? Dad, I'm not doing it. This is bullshit. I don't want to re-level the horse. Because inevitably, it will be... all 3 of my horses were... Every single one of them. I had to literally re-roll all 3 horses at least 3 times a piece in order to get them to be above the 50% line. It has all the skills. I don't care about the skills. I care about the stats. Okay? You come in here. Hold on, I'll show you. I'll show you. Horse. There's like a horse Discord. Yeah, the Black Desert horse community. Okay. So we would come in here anyway today because the anime girls are going to be racing or whatever the fuck today. Where's it at? Bot commands? Ah, here it is. So for those of you that don't know, you can take the stats on your horse and put them into this Discord, and it has like this huge database of all the horses in BDO, like the T9, T10 horses.
Codatos just resubscribed for 4 months. Mommy Blue plus Dad Horse equals good game.
and you can compare your horse with everybody else's horses, and it'll tell you like the speed, right? It's like, hey, you got 0.94 per level, and you're in the top 8.9% of dooms for speed, right? And you're in the top 12.16% of dooms for speed. This is turn, top 0.13. God, this horse is crazy good. Break, top 6.44. Okay. That's in game. Yeah, but this is how we used to do it, and I don't want to have to run to a stable right now. Like, yeah, this feature is in game now. I don't even know how to use it, but it is at the stable keeper. It was added like, I don't know, like 3 months ago or something. But like, this is how I always used to do it, and this is how I can showcase it just on the go. So like, my horses, when I put them in here, total ass. Bottom 80%. Bottom 80%. And I had to pay to re-roll them. Like, now I'm gonna have to do it again. You will not lose your 3 horses, so just gain a new horse. It also has the max stats for each stat for their respective horse. Are you sure about that? Because it says initial level 1 stats. Right? Because like the initial level 1 stats are what the maximum of all 3 horses, but then when you level up, it's still a chance, right? Like each stat like levels up. When you grow Krogdal, the stats that increase are the same as mythical, growing up to a maximum of 1.3 per level. Yeah, no, I'm 100% correct. I'm 100% correct. So yeah, your stats are the maximum. Like this is the max HP on a Doom, because Doom has the maximum HP, I think. It's like all of the base stats are the maximum, but you have an RNG chance of getting anywhere between like 2 to like 1.3 per level. It's like leveling up a Pokemon. Okay. Per level per stat. Okay. They raised it. Well, regardless, I'm just giving it an example, right? So like even if you're guru horse training and it's like 0.7 to 1.3, it's still RNG. You could roll 0.7 at every level and get a dog shit horse. It's still RNG. So you can have a higher horse training level and lower this gap, right? But it's still ultimately all of these stats will be RNG again, and you have to level up a new horse, and your horse compared to the other Krogdalo horses will be dog shit. Lisa said you keep your current T10. Yeah, somebody said that earlier. So you're keeping all 3 of your T10 horses, but you have to level up a new Krogdalo horse. Am I correct? Is that correct? So you keep your 3 other horses, but it's giving you a new item called a Krogdalo horse that you have to level up from level 1 to 30. On that level 1, yes, correct. So I don't like that I'm gonna have to reroll this. I'll go get it, but like, I don't know how much I'm actually gonna use this horse, because I'm actually a little mad that they didn't include the 2-seater. I think that it should have just had 2-seater on the horse. I don't know why they're like, no, you can't ride around with your friends. I don't know, like we're removing group grind zones. We're not even allowing 2-seater anymore. Like, dude, why not just make this a solo player RPG straight up? Don't forget the raid. I'm gonna kill myself in Minecraft. Holy shit, I hope those horse girls run me over later today. Following items are unavailable or available on the Krogdalo horse. Horse breeding reset, horse appearance change. Oh, look. Oh, look. Amount growth reset. Oh, look, guys. That is very conveniently available on the new horse.
RNDM tipped $6.90. Help me understand something. At the vault I kinda implied, or at least how I understood it, you have to combine the 3 horses, but if you have Sanctuary you will get it. Do you think if I get the 3 horses after the patch I won't get to have a Sank?
Okay, I don't exactly understand which okay. I'm gonna break it down so that the stupid people in the audience understand, okay? All right, Dents, listen up. Spam Dentage in the chat if you're listening now. Okay, so you have your T10 Doom. Okay, you have your T10 Peggy. And you have your T10 uniform. Okay? Alright, you have your T10 unicorn. Okay? You have these 3 before the patch. After the patch, you will still have your T10 Doom, your Tier 10 Peggy, and your Tier 10 unicorn. But you will now also have a new horse that does everything. Okay? And it's called the Krogdalo horse. Okay? If you do not have these before the patch, or you're missing one of them, you will not be able to get a Krogdalo horse. You must first have all 3 of the other horses in order to obtain your Krogdalo horse. It is just an additional horse that you will get that does all 3 things without 2-seater. All right. You meant if you could take the horse without having the sanctuary item. You cannot have the horse without having the sanctuary item on you. It's set it up there. Oh no, the 2-seater. It should have 2-seater. I don't know why it doesn't. All right, UI changes. A purchase extension coupon has been added to the right of the preset for artifact presets. You can purchase artifact preset expansion tickets by clicking the button. Of course you can. Thank God. Gotta make it easy for people to spend that money, Jay. W change, Jay Kim. W change. The changes we really needed. The description of the increased item drop rate window has been removed or has been improved. Text has been shortened. Nobody cares. System changes. Change to allow the maximum number of pet and artifacts presets to be expanded. Now it can be expanded up to 20. Whatever. Pet presets expandable up to 10. Wait, but you have to buy them at the Pearl Shop. That's crazy. Okay. So guys, they're monetizing artifacts and pets now. During regular maintenance on Wednesday, August 13, 2025, the storage unit will be changed to the server, and the artifact presets and pet group settings will be inevitably reset. We appreciate your generous understanding. So, you can now... So, again, this is classic Pearl Abyss. Create a problem in-game, sell the solution. Okay? For those of you wondering what's going on, all right? Your artifact presets... So, you can right now, you can only have 10 artifacts presets, and people complained to Pearl Abyss. They said, we want more artifact presets. So, Pearl Abyss naturally said, we should not add this to our loyalty shop. Instead, we sell it to them, so they spend $5 to have more artifact presets. Easy. Same thing with pets. Pets, you only have 5 pet presets. Now, you're going to be able to expand that up to 10 with pearls. More pay to win. Sweet. Although I'll be honest with you, I don't care. Hot take, don't give a I think this is fine. Because I think that 10 artifact presets is more than enough for an average player. And if you want to spend more money, if you want to spend money on more, that's totally fine. No big deal. Pets as well, same thing. I don't care. That's fine. Bugs and fixes, nobody cares. Okay. All class changes. All right, buckle up. Certified Crashout inbound. Here comes the tsunami of the century, from what I have been told. This week update will bring us close to wrapping up this series of adjustments. You said that Awakening Sage would get changed. If there's no Awakening Sage here, I'm going to crucify you. What happened to Jesus Christ is going to look like mercy. Okay, if you don't have Sage changes on these global labs, and God forbid you buff Zerker again, there will be a crucifixion happening in the near future. After these changes, we'll review the PvE and PvP damage for each class, following the recent changes to damage calculation formula. Our first priority is to adjust PvE damage, and after that's done, we'll move on to fine-tuning PvP damage. Is anyone feeling like they're doing, like, comparatively to other classes? I don't feel that people are doing, like, people are doing less damage to mobs after the patch, but everyone is doing less damage. So, like, the classes that were underperforming before the patch are still underperforming, in my opinion. You know, you look over at, like, Corsair. Well, Corsair's like, you know what I mean? Maewa. Succession Maewa. Today's update will also bring some long-awaited features. We've improved the fall detection system for classes, resulting in smoother, more reliable movement. That should have happened years ago. Only, like, we're committed to continually addressing these changes. I remember when Corsair came out, and she, like, didn't, like, have, like, a falling animation in the middle of some, like, when she was, like, going high ground to low ground, she could, like, jump off a cliff and not get a falling animation if she casted a skill. Or she could, like, use one of her movement, and it would, like, smoothly take her to the ground, and all the other classes were like, this is bullshit. Yeah, just like this. Before the change, Musa. After the change, W. That's big. All right, that's good. That's a good change. All right, so Warrior, Ranger, Sork, Berserker, Tamer, Musa, Maewa, Valkyrie, Ninja, Kuno, Ninja again, Kuno again, Dark Knight, Striker, Mystic, Lahn, Archer, Shy, Guardian, Hash. No, everybody, guys. Literally every class in the game. All right, Warrior. Shield charge. This Suck Warrior. When using the skill, the character's direction has been changed to rotate according to the camera direction. All right. Prime Scars of Dusk. The attack power increased effect when using the skill has been transferred to Prime Counter. Succession Guard. The defense increase effect that increases when hit by a skill has been removed, and the decrease increase effect is applied while maintaining defensive stance has been increased from 20 to 40. That's a buff, sure. Shield counter. Change to shield charge counter skill. All right, sure, whatever. When defense is successful during a defensive stance, you can activate the shield charge counter skill. And at this time, all effects of the shield charge skill are applied and the damage of the shield charge skill is amplified. Hilt Smash. Change the stone throw skill. When a defense is successful during a defensive stance, you can activate spinning slash skill. And at that time, all the effects of spinning slash skill are applied and the damage of the spinning slash skill is amplified. Furious Blow. The skill is changed as follows. It has been changed that it can be activated as long as the defense is successful, regardless of the number of defenses. These are lame. These are whatever. These are okay. When activated after successful defense, all the effects of Scars of Dust are applied. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Whatever. Suck Warrior getting some slight buffs and quality of life changes. That's fine. Those are good changes. Awakening Head Chase. This Awakening Warrior. The time for the iframe applied during the skill is maintained has been increased by 0.1 seconds. So Head Chase, slightly longer iframe. After using the skill, the character's orientation has been changed to be maintained regardless of the camera rotation while returning to the standby position. Okay. Takedown. This is the grab skill. The grab skill has been improved to connect smoothly after using it, using the awakening skill. Sure. Whatever. Whatever. Those are W Warrior changes. No big deal. I have nothing personally against Warrior mains. They all just hate me. Ranger. Penetrating Rend. Main in succession. The status effect of the skill has been changed to apply in PvP as well. Penetrating Wind knockback and knockdown. Accordingly, the Penetrating Wind skill will no longer apply status effects when on cooldown. That's W. That's a buff. Sure. Awakening. Spirit's Haven. The skill has been changed so that it can be used even while in pre-awakening. Evasive Landing Shot. The skill has been activated when you press the spacebar while using the following skills. Has been changed to connect the Evasive Landing Shot skill instead of the aerial shot of the Extreme Charging Wind and Bow skill. Vine not... Yeah, whatever. Okay. Sure. These are W changes so far. These are fine. Sorceress. Oh, boy. Mark of Shadow. The skill has been changed as follows. A forward guard has been added while using the skill because Sork didn't have enough protection before. That was the problem. Mark of Shadow. Now it's forward guarded. Added a 6-second cooldown. During the cooldown, life recovery, shadow shard creation, and movement speed reduction effects will not be applied. Nobody cares. The health recovery effect on a successful hit has been changed from, holy shit, 8 to 80. So Sork can now get all of their HP back. How many hits are on that skill? Because, like, they're going to get, like, in half their health bar back if it's got, like, 12 hits on the skill. The movement speed reduction effect for 5 seconds upon a successful hit has been changed from 15 to 20%. These are massive Sork buffs. These are big suck Sork buffs. That's crazy. 7 targets. Well, it's 7 targets. How many hits? Baiting Sorks and using more forward guard is an improvement. Actually true. But most Sorks are just dog shit at the game anyway. Tamer. Also, if the Sork mains keep rubbing it in, I'll start playing Sork and it'll be you that gets nerfed in the next Global Lab patch notes. Fucking watch me. I'll show you terrorism. Tamer. Main weapon succession. Prime Surging Tide. Prime Moonlight Strike. The knockback effect of the skill has been changed to apply only to monsters, and the stiffness effect of Prime Moonlight Strike has been changed to apply in PvP as well. Okay, so a buff for Succession Tamer. Surging Tide, absolute. The knockback effect has been changed only to apply to monsters. Accordingly, the status effect of the Awakening Skyreach will be changed to apply in PvP as well. Tree Climb. Added the ability to link with air, lightning, and trample skills while using the skill. Increase the amount of time the character can rotate forward towards the cameras when using the skill. Honestly, that's a W quality of life change for Tamers, but most importantly, it means that we will actually be able to damage the Tamer at some point. Like, you thought that Sorc had a lot of iframes. Low-key, Tamer's been flying under the radar for years. This class literally just jumps around in full permanent iframe protection for like 9 straight minutes. Finally, there will be a super armor in that chain of ridiculously protected movement. Thank God. Flash Prime Moonlight Strike. Added the ability to chain that with a scratch skill after using the skill. This is actually crazy good changes for Tamer. These are insane. The scratch skill that is activated at the time is activated as a forward aerial scratch motion. This is actually insanely good for Tamer. These are really good changes for Tamer. Awakening Skyreach. Is it true that Awakening Maegu is nerfed? I don't know yet. I haven't reached it. If Awakening Maegu is nerfed, you 100% only have one person to blame, and it's me. And I'm really sorry. We have not seen it yet. Thank God. Okay, Skyreach for Awakening Valkyrie. The skill has been changed as follows. The bound on the last hit has been changed to a knockback. The static effect on the last hit has been changed to apply in PvP as well. Okay, changed that the final hit is triggered quickly when left clicking while using the skill. The attack range when applied during the last hit is triggered. Okay, yeah, nobody cares. Valkyrie Succession. Oh my God. What the? All right, Valk Succession, Righteous Charge. The ability to chain in Righteous Charge into Skyward Strike, Shield Chase, Sharp Light, Blitz Stab, and Prime Gnawing Slash while using the skill. Thank God. Dude, this class needed that so bad. The movement on Succession Valkyrie just feels like shit. It feels like you're like it, bro. I suck Valkyrie life. Be like, bro. It felt like you were scooting everywhere, like straight up. You're just scooting around. Like, God, it's so annoying. Oh my God, I played it for like 2 months. It was so annoying. This is a huge quality of life change for Valkyrie. It needs to be also put not just on Righteous Charge, but also on Shield Chase. The biggest thing, Shield Chase should also chain with these skills just like this to make the movement feel less clunky. Just Counter. The skill chart changed as follows. The attack range has been adjusted to match the effects production. Okay? Movement speed reduction, bleeding effects on successful hits have been removed, blah, 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 blah. Just Counter. Okay, the attack range has been adjusted to match the protection. Okay. Movement speed reduction effects have been successful on hits, have been removed, and all armor reduction effects have been added. All armor reduction. Okay, that's really good. All defense reduction effects are the same as those as Prime Purification. Sure. The special damage of the skill has been changed from a counter attack and down attack to an air attack and a down attack. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Although you should be able to get just counter in as an air attack. That's like your forward LMB or whatever the hell. You could technically get that in, but I don't know how useful that's going to be. Fix the following skill so that just counter. Okay, triggered first. Yeah, whatever. Okay, Prime Divine Power. The bound effect has been changed to only to apply to monsters, and the bound effect on the last hit of Prime Sanctitas de Ancillaris skill has been changed to apply in PvP as well. Oh, that's good. Sure. Valkyrie Slash. The left and right evasion movements. This is your A or D RMB. Yeah. In longsword mode have been integrated into the effect Valkyrie Slash. The iframe judgment duration has been applied when using the evasion movement has been changed from 0.2 to 0.4 seconds. Oh, that's such a huge change for Suck Valkyrie. The chain, that looks way cooler, by the way. That looks super cool. The way she like slides around and then you can SLMB and like catch people. You know what I mean? Like this is actually so big. And extending the iframe is a big deal because it's one of Suck Valk's only iframes. That's big. Awakening, Lancia Training added. Okay, so the same thing for Lancia Training and Awakening. Your ARD RMB is now 0.4 second iframe instead of 0.2. That's good. You know, console only just got Soul Lamau. Yeah, well, it's not just that. They just got a bunch of shit. All right, Wizard and Witch. Honestly, these have been W changes so far. Why you guys been all up on my penis about this? This has actually been a W patch so far. I haven't even been upset. We haven't even gotten there yet. Keep in mind, Dark Knight is next on this list, so we're going to find out. All right. Succession Witch. Magical Evasion. Change skill as follows. Change so that the super armor effect is applied while using the skill. That is tremendously good. That is tremendously good for Suck Witch. That is, people have been asking for this forever. Much needed. Of course it was. This is such a good thing for Suck Witch. That puts her on the map in PvP, in my opinion. Such a small change, but such a big deal. You have no idea. Unless you've played Suck Witch, you don't know how much she actually relies on that magical evasion. It's so important. It also helps you instant cast your skills, too. Helps you reposition. It's your low cooldown, like, movement. It's so good. And it doesn't look like Wizard's getting it. It's just Witch. Suck Witch's magical evasion has been changed to be the same as Wizard's Suck magical evasion. Yeah, okay, because I guess Suck Wizards is already a super armor when it's off cooldown. Added the ability to activate Wizard Succession magical evasion skill twice in a row. Okay, so they gave Suck Wizards, so Suck Wizard can do this now too. And that's good too, SW. They should both be able to do it. The Wizard and Witch Suck Succession magical evasion skill has been improved so that activating once left, right, or rear, it can be activated continuously in other directions except forward. That's a W change. That's big. Okay, I swear to God if DK got nerfed again. God is my witness. Dark Knight, Vedir's Dogma. This is your it uses mana, but your auto attacks deal more damage weapon or skill. Change skill as follows. When Vedir's Dogma is active, the PvP damage of the following skills is amplified. Never mind, this is crazy. Wait, what? Oh my God, a DK buff! All it took was me stopping playing DK. That's all it took. That's giga. That's massive. All it took was me literally saying, guys, I think I'm going to roll off DK. I was literally saying that like literally like 4 days ago. The last time I streamed, I was like, guys, I don't think I'm going to be playing DK anymore. They just keep nerfing it. The longer I play it, they just nerf it. And the moment that I say that, bam. The trick, guys, to the DK community, I just need to continually stop playing DK. Visual glitch, it means decreased. What? I swear to God. You actually made me do a double take. I was like, wait, you're telling me the PvP damage is decreased during videos? Wait, what? The mental power consumed while maintaining the skill has been changed to 200 every 2 seconds. Dark Knights are going to have aneurysms while they're playing the class. Straight up. DK's going to start having aneurysms while they're playing the class. The mental power required to play the class increasing dramatically. This is honestly a change that I think the reason they're doing this, guys, is I think they realized that taking the critical hit damage away from DK on the last patch and giving her AP instead really put DK kind of behind where she was before. And this helps bring her back, at least in PvP damage, kind of a little bit closer to where she was, what she was doing before. So like, this is kind of just making up for the loss, at least in Awakening, making up for that lost damage. In Succession, I'll be honest with you, Suck DK is the way. You don't even play Awaken this shit. Just play Suck DK. Why would you ever play Awakening? In my opinion, Vader's Dogma should only do this in Awakening. I know that's a hot take, but I think that only Awakening DK should get that buff. Suck DK is doing fine. Archer, stamina weapon consumption on Wing Strike, Zephyr Leap, Meteor Dive, and Gaping Darkness. That's a crazy name for a skill on an Archer, I'll be honest with you. Can't tell if they're talking about a skill or his asshole. Honestly, Archers are up tremendous. Your stamina usage is way lower. Way lower. Ascension, Glissade, is stamina consumption's down too. So stamina consumption across the board for Archer, crazy. Everyone on this patch is getting buff. Every single class so far. Warrior, buff. Ranger, buff. Sork, buff. Tamer, buff. Valkyrie, buff. Wizard of Witch, buff. Dark Knight, buff. Archer, buff. Lahn. Succession. Prime Spring Breeze added the ability to link with the fragrant stigma, Morning Dew, and Nimbus dismount skills while using the spring. That's W. Fragrant stigma when using the stigma skill in the Crescent Moon state. Super armor is now applied. That's what Succession Lahn needed. More protected super armor. Yes. As someone that has played Succession Lahn, I think that the other Suck Lahns can vouch. We just didn't have enough protection. Particularly super armors. Suck Lahn, just not enough super armors in the kit. True, so true. Blade of Blood. The stiffen effect has been changed to only apply to monsters. And the super armor effect of Blade of Blood has been changed to apply to attack movements as well. More super armor. Ethereal Dance. The status effect of the skill has been changed to a stiffness on successful hits and a knockdown on the second successful hit. You know, as long as we're adding more super armor to like all these classes and giving everybody more protection. And this is going to sound crazy, guys, but I'm going to toss it out there as a suggestion. What if, and hear me out, we just remove CC from the game? Because like right now, the goal is to just, you know, nobody likes being CC'd anyway. So like, we're just giving everything protection. We wouldn't even have to worry about giving anyone these skills. We could just remove super armor and forward guard. Then we don't have to worry about balancing it. There's no need to worry about CC. Nobody PvPs anyway, so nobody cares about that. But like, I was just slam dunk win. Slam dunk, ship it, send it out. Awakening Lahn. Added the ability to gain more AP while using the skills. This effect is identical to the AP increase effect of the eradication skill. So buffs for Awakening Lahn too. By the way, if you are an Awakening Lahn out there, I want you to know how incredibly based you are. You are objectively playing the more alpha male version of your class. Okay? Because Succession Lahns, they're just shameless gooners. They only care about the fact that their character is super hot. And really, they just want that Lahn to just wrap her legs around them and just suck them in for everything they're worth. Okay, they don't care about anything else. Skill effects don't matter. Okay, but Awakening Lahns, they need to have a hot girl that also has super cool skill effects. And that makes them cool and that makes them more based. Like 100%. Now, Flow Mangler, Black Spirit Mangler, Deadly Dance, Bridal Despair. Bleeding and pain damage effects have been unified to bleed damage 50 every 18 seconds. Whatever. Oh, 50 per second for 18 seconds. What the? Huh? Bro, that bitch bleeding you out. I'm going to be honest with you. She bleeding you out. That's 900 extra damage. Bloody Strike. Improves so that when using a skill linking with the eradication skill, the linking is smoother. So now you can dash, and get a little slash at the end. That's cool. W. Black Spirit Eradication. Change the skill as follows. Preemptive action before the attack has been removed. The increase in critical strike chance has been increased. The defenses applied when using the skill have been removed. Stat effects on the skill have been changed from stiffness to knockdown. Sure. Black Spirit Bleeding Hearts. Is Eradication Awakening Lahn's 100%? I forget. What's Awakening Lahn's 100%? Is it Eradication or Bleeding Heart? Black Spirit Bleeding Heart. The skill has been changed as follows. The preemptive action applied before the attack has been removed. The defensive reduction effect on hit successful has been changed from 20 to 25. Okay. It's neither? Okay, so these are like the partial BSRs. Yeah, whatever. Then nobody cares. Honestly, overall super buffs for Lahn too. These are both Succession and Awakening Lahn getting giga buffs. Guardian. Main and Succession. Prime Claw Reveal. The effect of increasing the down attack damage has been added to the skill. Good. Guardian buff. Pog. Merciless Kick. Prime Avalanche Strike. Changed the skill to apply knockback to monsters and added a forward guard when using the skill with Prime Avalanche Strike. These are actually giga... Whoa! God! Porn! Look away! Sorry, guys. I just assume that every ad I accidentally click on is just immediately porn. Because I'll be honest, Google has been getting so good at recommending ads to you. It's just, it is what it is. You know, it's based on what you click on normally, you know. Okay, these are W changes. These are big quality of life changes for Guardian. Huge quality of life changes for Guardian. Hash, please nerf Hash. Please nerf Hash's tankiness. Please do not buff Hash. I swear to God. Since last update, Hash's movement combos have been revamped. Paradise Beckons have significantly improved the attack performance and overall fluidity. However, Paradise Beckons proved too powerful when combined with Hashashin's air attack damage, so we've slightly nerfed that skill for better balance. Hash's, guys, just to put this in perspective, a Hash would flip you into the air and one-shot you. It didn't matter what your DP was or anything, they were just one-shotting you. Shadow Slicer, Hash, Shadow Slicer, stamina consumption from 250 to 400. Massive stamina nerf. Fuck Hashashin mains. None of my homies like Hashashin mains. They are all turbo virgin losers. There is not a single Hash main that isn't just a complete turbo virgin piece of shit. Paradise Beckons. The heal amount reduction effect on the successful hit has been changed from 33 to 10%. The effect of increasing air attack damage upon successful hit has been changed from 10 to 2.5% for 5 seconds. That's still not a big enough nerf, and I still think that Hash is way too tanky. I think that that's still not a big enough nerf. I think that Hash is still overtuned. I think he's way too tanky. I don't know. It just ain't enough. True. Those sandal-wearing stick jugglers. That was quite possibly the best description of a Hashashin I've ever heard in my life. Those sandal-wearing stick jugglers. It was like right on the borderline of being racist without crossing that line. And I respect that. Nova. Awakening. On guard. Added the ability to gain a 15% increase in cast speed for 30 seconds when using the on guard skill. What? We're buffing it? Twisted Orbit. Added an effect that resets the skill cooldown. Twisted Orbit skill when the skill hits successfully. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. Awakening Nova did not need another buff. I'm going to keep it a buff. If anything sucked, Nova needed a buff. Bro, is it just me? Or is Awakening Nova already overperforming in PvE? Like, she is literally outperforming like every other class in Trash Loot at basically every spot in the game. I don't know. What the is going on, bro? Why are we doing... What is happening? Like, what? Suck Nova's over here crying in her grave. They already have 15% on another skill. Well, honestly, again, like, buffing it is crazy. Time to play Nova? It might be time to pick up my Awakening Nova again and bring those down to earth. I just want to point out, guys, when I was playing Dark Knight actively...
Anubis_ just resubscribed for 7 months.
She literally was nerfed. By the way, Vizus, if you're still in the audience, f you for ghosting me and never wanting to talk to me. Anyway. He never calls or texts anymore. It's bullshit. I start playing DK, right? Like last year, all right? And they nerf DK. I stopped playing DK like a week and a half ago. Immediate buff. Immediate buff. I start playing Awakening Maegu. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. And as far as I know it, everything is still fine. How about you just stop playing BDO altogether? Okay, well, you sound like those people in the official BDO Discord. Somebody in the official BDO Discord will like suggest the Blue Squadron guide, and then like the Pearl Abyss shills, like the ambassadors were like, no! No, God, please, no, do not suggest Baldy. He's terrible. Do not watch this, guys. It's crazy. You can go look at it. It's literally insane. It's funny. They crash out every time my name is mentioned. It's awesome. I'm a big fan. Sometimes I just read it for fun. Okay. So Awakening Nova somehow got buffed. Sage, here we go. The Awakening
PvP buffs for Nova.
That is PvP buffs too, yeah, true. Sage Succession. An AP increase effect has been added to Spatial Fissure. That's what Sage needed. More buffs. Flow Finishing Touch. Changed so that it can be activated independently via WF. Okay, so quality of life changes. Just a W change for Suck Sage. You know, overall, whatever. Awakening, here we go. Awakening Sage mains. Oh, me, yeah, I'm gonna goon it during this. Oh, after the last Sage update, Sage's Awakening performance his sword. Soother movement thanks to reduced stamina consumptions. Oh, yeah. A new defensive event added during Lightning Surge and a short Divine Executioner cooldown. Oh, me, nerf it. Bro, straight up. Combined with its powerful AoE attacks, these tweaks to Awakening Sage made Awakening Sage much stronger. To keep things balanced, we're slightly increasing the stamina costs. You'll need to manage your stamina more carefully without sacrificing fluid movement. We've also changed Lightning Prism's defense effect, into a forward guard, so precise positioning is now key to landing AoE safely. Oh, that's actually amazing. Oh, God, bro. Yes. Yes. Flow Judgment. Stamina cost increased by 50%. Oh, yeah. Bolt. Stamina cost increased by another 25%. Yeah. Divine Executioner. Cooldown changed from 10 to 12 seconds. Chain Lightning. The shock effect has been removed from the skill. Lightning Prism. No longer a super armor. It's now a forward guard. Awakening Sages. Move on with your life. Now, everybody that are these Awakening Sage shills can get the off the class so that the real Awakening Sage mains can continue shoving it down our fucking throats and up our asses like we are used to. Because the class will still be fine after these nerfs for anyone that isn't completely dog shit at the game and has 10 fingers. Just being honest. And if you looked at these Sage nerfs and said, well, time to tag another class, it's because you're dog shit at the game. Any true Awakening Sage looks at these and says, yeah, that's reasonable. I'll still be fine. All right, Maegu. All right, I just want to point out, everybody has been buffed in this patch, save Awakening Sage, that they said they were going to nerf. Okay, so just to tally this, just to be clear, Warrior, buff. Ranger, buff. Sork, buff. Tamer, buff. Valkyrie, buff. Wizard and Witch, buff. Dark Knight, buff. Archer, buff. Lahn, buff. Guardian, buff. Ash, slight nerf. Nova, buff. Sage, talked about nerf. Now, on to my beloved Awakening Maegu that I just started playing like a month and a half ago. And I just came out with a Awakening Maegu guide. Awakening Maegu can instantly dive on Foxflare charge. And to be clear, Awakening Maegu is she's not as strong after the most recent update where they took away her crit damage passive. So hopefully these are buffs that she needs dramatically. Awakening Maegu can instantly dive in with Foxflare charge.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving!
Hazy Path, Foxflare Ambush, and Swift Air Attack Assassinations. If you manage to escape after striking, Twirling Crane lets you recover HP quickly and leap back into a fight. In other words, Awakening Maegu excels at hit-and-run tactics. Yep, that's what she's supposed to do. And her overall performance was exceptionally strong. Oh, look, there's one. There we do. We made it into the top 32. It's too strong. Nerf it. It's too strong. She's in the top 30. What? 2141 is the highest Awakening Maegu. Okay, with the bottoming out at 1543. I'm just being honest. Okay. And the top 3, this is a Suck Maegu, Suck Maegu, Suck Maegu. Awakening, 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 Awakening. Okay. She's terrible in large-scale PvP. Anything above even like a 10v10 format, she's very difficult to navigate because she's not very protected. And that's the thing about Awakening Maegu. She's not super protected. She can't just stand in full protection the entire time. And this stupid note about how Well, it seems it failed at hit and run tactics and our overall performance is exceptionally small. Twirling Crane lets you recover HP really fast and get back into the fight. Twirling Crane is unprotected. Hello, Dev. It's a completely unprotected skill. Succession Berserker is healing for 3 health bars. He's healing for his children and full super armor. What are we talking about? To keep her uniquely deadly without tipping into overpowered territory. So by your own admission, she's actually not even overpowered.
Your head matched your t-shirt color for a second on.
You're a ape. Actually not true. Actually, okay, Berserker shill. You guys remember when I said Berserker mains were literally the Karens of the BDO community? Most privileged people we've ever seen in our life. Upper class bullshit that doesn't want to see the hardworking middle class classes like Awakening Nova and Maegu mains, or the hardworking, slumming, average American, Walmart American people succeed, okay? Classic Berserker mains. You're telling me that Berserker does not have protected HP recovery? Say it to me. Tell me that Succession Berserker does not have protected HP recovery. Because I know he does. And chat knows he does. And that's the truth. He do be hit and running too. It has only the passive. Nope. All right, chat. Succession Berserker. Do I need to swap to my Suck Berserker right now and read the skills off? Chat, what are the Suck Berserker skills that give you all your HP back? The one that like bangs the ground or whatever the fuck he gets all his HP back. He's protected. What's it called again? I don't remember the name of that skill. E-buff. Oh, true. True. E-class buff. How am I even kidding? Ground slam. There it is. Something about a beast. Yeah. Literally everything this class does is protected and gets him health back. What are we talking about? What? We actually gonna sit here and pretend that Suck Berserker doesn't get health back? It doesn't have a heal anymore. Why isn't it? I typed in Prime. It doesn't have any of the Prime skills highlighted. What the? Oh, look. Oh. Look. Oh. The second skill. I mouse over. A forward guard that recovers 130 HP per hit. Crazy. That's insane. Second skill I mouse over is crazy. No one uses that skill. That's because you're... I love it. I love it. I love it. We went from, like, you're gaslighting me like a liberal on Twitter right now. You literally, right now. It's not happening to, if it is happening, it's a good thing. And it is happening, and here's why it's a good thing. You literally, you're the same liberal gaslighter that drives all the rest of us nuts. Literally insane. Holy shit. There's the proof, plain as day. I get to the second skill. Immediately you're disproven. Immediately disproven. Like, actually insane how quick that was. That was wild how fast that was. Holy shit. Okay, well, I'm not going through every single one of these skills, but I swear to God, literally the second one that I went through, actually just insane. Actually just insane that I mouse over the second skill in the kit, HP regen. Immediately. Immediately. Like that, these Berserker mains will literally gaslight you into the ground. I'm not going through this anymore. I already proved my point. Zerker has some of the best HP regen in the game. Okay, I don't want to hear it. All right, I wish I could sort by it. Straight up, I wish I could sort by it. Holy, it took me literally 30 seconds to disprove this. Literally 30 seconds. Okay. Okay. So They removed all its insta-heal, gutted the stamina a long time ago. And yet I was still able to find at least one HP regen skill within 30 seconds of looking at the kit. Guaranteed there's more HP regen in the kit. I already proved that you're gaslighting the entire chat about this. I don't really care anymore. Your opinion is irrelevant. You're a dog shit player. Or you're intentionally trying to gaslight people into thinking that Berserker isn't busted. Like, it took me all of 8 seconds or 10 seconds to disprove what you had already said to chat and for you to change your story. I guarantee you I find another skill. I guarantee I find another skill that gives HP regen. He's going to give some other stupid excuse for why, oh, well, they don't use that skill, or oh, that doesn't count, or for whatever stupid ass reason that the libtards on TikTok and Twitter constantly talk about too. It's cancer. The forest skill, they successfully, the forest skill, forest skin skill, they successfully fully recover us has been removed. Well, I didn't say it. Like, look, I understand that Berserker did have a decent amount of its HP recovery removed a little while back. What was that, like 8 months ago? They had they had stamina nerfs at the same time that they had a lot of its HP recovery taken from the kit. But it still has HP recovery in the kit that make it an extremely difficult class to lock down. Okay, and kill. You got another one? Oh, do I? Oh, this guy's a monitored user. All right. You're delusional, Blue. What the bro, seriously, you lost every single class knowledge and after it's sad. You didn't prove shit. Yeah, I did. He said there's no HP regeneration in the kit. I said if I swap over right now, I bet I can find a HP regen in the kit. Second skill I mouse over. Boom, HP regen. Literally right there. Please quit BDO. You're toxic for the game. Go play TNL and flee finally. I'll leave BDO when you actually learn how to spell. Okay? Sound good? Is that a deal? Okay, so you go back to school and finish your degree. And I could quit BDO. All right? There's minimal HP reg, 1-1 skill. You can't even get one line right. I make fun of you for your spelling. You would think that I make fun of you for your spelling, guys, and you get that next line of text, you got to get that shit right. But he still f***ed that shit up. We still f*** this shit up. That's crazy. That's crazy. You don't have to watch, brother. You just pretend like I'm not here. My game knowledge, here's the worst part. My game knowledge is better than yours. Way better. It's not even remotely close. That's why I'm here, doing my job. You're pissed that I'm up here actually spitting facts. You're pissed about it. You're actually just so mad about it. Berserker is wildly overpowered and is strongly contributing to the serious problem that we currently have in the super tanky meta in Black Desert Online currently. That is
Bobby
100%
just
a fact.
resubscribed for 31 months. First best game knowledge around Ty.
True. Thanks, Booter. Appreciate you, brother. Can I talk about how great I think that the Awakening Valkyrie buffs are today? 31 months in. Thanks, brother.
Mill Seal Cheer Dex 100. It's already been a year since the Neptunes and Shaky Bay drama. Wild. It feels like it happened last month.
Yeah, but I'm getting an aura on another Neptune's drama coming soon. I'll be honest with you. You know how you have like auras before I have seizures and start crashing the out? Yeah, I'm getting like that aura. Like the tide is like receding back before the tidal wave hits. We talked about that before. Like the tsunami's about to hit. We saw the oceans just disappear. Where'd the ocean go? That's the phase that we're in right now. I'm getting that feeling. Guys, I want to be really clear about my class knowledge. No, it's not all extensive. Absolutely not. Do I get things wrong? I absolutely do. 100% I do get things wrong. But I have a much firmer grasp on what is wrong with the game as a whole because I'm extremely knowledgeable about every class in the game, okay? Do I get everything right? Absolutely not. I get details wrong 100%. Yeah, no question. I read the ninja changes wrong on the patch last night. It is what it is. Or like 2 nights ago. It is what it is. That does happen. But when it comes to like understanding the state of the game and how certain classes are fitting into the current metagame and having an impact on the game as a whole, yeah, I've got a really solid grasp on that. So to come in here and try to gaslight people over the fact that, oh no, Berserker's not a problem, Berserker doesn't have too much either. You can make the
Paradigm
case.
2K just resubscribed for 35 months. Where Archer buffs? Hi cutie, I hit a pin Karazad ring today. We're kinda gaming wokage.
You try to make the case the Berserker doesn't have very much HP regen. It's also the same people trying to gaslight and say that Berserker is fine and continually needs buffs. Those are the same people. Which is why I crash out on that community so hard. It's because they're constantly defending Berserker when every single patch we're seeing Berserker buffs. Basically every single time. I'm actually stunned I haven't read any in this patch. To be honest with you, it's actually insane. The last like 6 patches in a row have all been Zerker buff, after Zerker buff, there's Zerker buff, after Zerker buff. And the Zerkers are trying to gaslight us into thinking that they're not the problem. The Zerkers are 100% the problem. And the reason that we started talking about this is because Maegu is, like, Maegu's Twirling Crane is being nerfed. The life recovery effect when applied using the skill has been changed from 2,800 to
just
2,000.
resubscribed for 2 months. The issue was the HP regen is protected.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I was saying, really, the statement that I literally said at the beginning was Berserker has protected HP regen, and Maegu does not. And so Maegu should not have to worry about, like, again, Maegu's HP regen is completely unprotected. So it really shouldn't have a nerf to its HP regen. That was the point I was trying to make. Somehow this devolved into a discussion about how much HP regen is on Succession Berserker, and I'll be honest with you, still too much. Still too much. All HP regeneration should be stripped off of Succession Berserker, and all DP buffs should also be stripped off that godforsaken shithole of a class. Because its HP pool is way too big. Way too big. Them. Now, Awakening, Twirling Crane. For those of you that don't know, this is what Twirling Crane looks like. It is completely unprotected. So you're literally dancing backwards. Fuck my asshole! Okay? Like on repeat. Okay, she even, look how she flips the fans out. Look. Oh, God. Over here. Yes. Yes, slay. Okay? She literally putting her hands up saying, come back to me. Yes. Queen. Okay? Like, this is a completely unprotected skill and one of her only ways to get HP back. Period. Dot. My argument here, and I wasn't even really trying to make the argument about Suckzerker. I mentioned Suckzerker because Succession Berserker does have protected HP regen on some of its skills, right? As I demonstrated, I swapped over to the Suckzerker and found at least one of them right there. Even if that's the only one in the kit, I'm still right. Like 100% I was correct. And again, Twirling Crane being completely unprotected. Why in the look, I would be okay with this if they were giving Twirling Crane like a forward guard or a super armor and reducing the HP. But to just reduce the HP, it tells me that the devs are super out of touch on what the is actually going on with Awakening Maegu. For starters, the fact that you devs at Pearl Abyss still do not have a passive indicator on this class to tell you what Spirit Forge even actually does or is pathetic. The fact that you don't know whether or not you're in Spirit Forge is unbelievably. We've been requesting this. Maegu mains have been requesting this forever. You need an indicator about whether or not you are in or out of Spirit Forge. And please, for the love of God, do not tell me that the skills look different when you're in Spirit Forge. Because for a brand new Maegu main, you honestly cannot tell the difference. The light pink versus slightly darker pink can only be told by a Maegu main that's been playing the class for weeks already, for like hundreds of hours. You're like, okay, yeah, now I know whether or not I'm in Spirit Forge or not. But like to a new player that's trying to learn the class, you have no idea. There should be a passive indicator on this class. And the fact that there's still not tells me the devs are actually as usual. The fact that they're nerfing all of these classes right here tells me that literally, I'm going to be honest with you. Be honest with yourselves for a minute. Awakening Maegu has not been touched in terms of like nerfs in over a year. What is the real reason that Awakening Maegu is suddenly receiving nerfs? Why is she suddenly getting attention? Be honest. Whose fault is that? Because no one else plays this class. Awakening Maegu is an extremely rare class. because it's very difficult to pick up and learn because nothing is explained ever. Nothing is explained. The passives aren't explained. It's not explained how you stay in Spirit Forge, what the is going on with the class skill, or the passives, how they work in conjunction with your other skills.
So we get it nerfed.
It's totally ass. There's one skill indicator that says, oh yeah, your skills have slightly more AoE and damage. Doesn't tell you how much damage, doesn't tell you how much AoE. It also doesn't give you a passive indicator, so to a new player, they can't even tell whether or not they're in Spirit Forge yet. To most players that pick up Awakening Maegu, they quit within 2 days because they're like, this is too hard and I don't really understand what the is going on. Because the devs are just lazy. Yeah, literal lazy. And then when someone like me plays it and I make it look really smooth, I'm having a great time on it, I play it for a month and a half, immediately nerfed. DK Awakening had not been touched in years. Then I start playing it, it's received nothing but nerfs for the last year. Bro, we literally had 9 years on Awakening Dark Knight, or 8 years, I'm sorry, 8 years on Awakening DK since she was released, where you could jump around while you were overweight and you could jump around at full speed while you were overweight. I talk about it in my DK guide. It's nerfed a month later, or like 2 weeks later. 2 weeks after the DK guide goes live, boom, it's nerfed. Then I make an addendum. I'm like, guys, you can still do it as long as you have feathery steps. Boom, nerfed the next week. I start playing Awakening Maegu, boom, nerfed. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Deadeye mains should be freaking the out right now. I'm gonna be honest. Deadeye mains need to be shaken. Need to be shaking. Are you kidding me? We're gonna look at her HP recovery? What the fuck are we talking about now? Hazy Path. The effect of increasing evasion from the skill has been removed. Was Awakening Maegu really just too tanky for you? Fox Flare Ambush. Even if you use the skill in the pre-awakening state, it's been changed to move after the preceding action. What does this mean? Does that mean if you cast Fox Flare Ambush and pre-awakening, it will automatically take you to awakening? Is that what that means? Because you could already do that if you just locked your F skill. It already does that. Actually, technically, no, unless you lock your skill. Unless you lock... it does that if you lock Soul Snare. If you lock Soul Snare, it'll do that. But maybe they're changing it so that you don't have to lock Soul Snare anymore. You can't cancel anymore? It's a nerf? Oh, so you can't cancel out of your pre-awakening skills anymore in the Fox Flare Ambush? That's so annoying, bro. God, dude, why? Bro, Awakening Maegus are down horrendously badly. Not just because of this. This is the second nerf in a row. This is the second nerf in a row. Because remember, Awakening Maegus in the audience, you guys know, they took away our crit damage passive on Twirling Crane in the last patch. That's just gone. Now you have like 10 AP instead. Woohoo. Or 12 AP instead. Whoopty shit. Instead of 10% critical strike damage. Now you'll have... This is massive Awakening Maegu nerfs. And the funny thing is, they literally admitted it's not even over. We just don't want her to be tipping into overpowered territory. So we've adjusted her balance because we saw the bald man was being successful. And he's kind of... And if he's able to play the class, then it's a little overpowered. So we've nerfed it. Bro, f these devs, bro. I swear to God, if you don't nerf Awakening Dosa, I'm actually pulling trucks up to Pearl Abyss headquarters. God is my witness. Awakening Dosa leverages the elements generate effect to both support allies and strike enemies. I swear to, whenever one of my classes gets nerfed, guys, I'm sure that you guys feel the same way. When one of my classes gets nerfed, when I scroll to the next class, it's like that scene in...
And if we burn, you burn with us.
So true, can't miss Everdeen. So true, you stupid bitches. Dosa better be getting nerfed. Oh my God. Can't miss Evershot. Dosa Awakening leverages the elements to generate effect to support allies and strike enemies. seamlessly shifting between melee and ranged combat. This versatility comes at a price. Skills take slightly longer to activate. Shut the
My
fuck
name is
up.
Buchier Dex 100. What's sad is the nerfs don't even feel really necessary. Like they could just left Maegu alone.
True.
Meanwhile they're continuing to ignore my class Corsair. It's kind of frustrating.
If you bitch, I swear to God, if I get one more Corsair main that bitches about Corsair, I'll tag Corsair next. I'm like the Grim Reaper, bitch. You guys know that meme? You guys know that Grim Reaper meme? Where the Grim Reaper's got the scythe and he's like killed? Like the first 3 doors, there's like Dark Knight, Maegu, and then Deadeye. And I swear to God, I'm knocking on the door. I swear to God, Corsair's next. Stop complaining about your class or this will be you. Do you understand? This picture of this homeless child, okay, right here, that's you on the next patch note rundown.
Pussy, you won't.
Put you on a milk carton. Previously, Dosa's... Okay, I don't know. However, if you master the timing and land your hits, you'll deal serious damage that makes up for the delay. Previously, Awakening Dosa's ranged attacks were so strong that they could easily take out foes from a distance, even though the class is meant to support allies while attacking. To balance this, we've kept his damage intact but tweaked the debuff effects. Now, finishing off enemies from afar with ranged skills will require help from your allies. Allies? Who's playing this game with other people? What are we talking about? He's grinding Turos by himself. Awakening Metal Pour. The status effect of the skill has been changed from a knockdown to a knockback. Oh, mouth of teeth. Oh my God. Fire Spread. The status effect of the skill has been changed from a knockdown to a stiffness. Change the effect to be distributed damage to all skills. Oh, I've distributed damage to apply to all skills. Okay. Distributed damage effect on Fire Spread. When hitting 2 or more people in PvP, the damage is reduced by 10% with a minimum of 50% damage applied. Oh, thank God. Sky Stomp. The life recovery effect applied when using the skill has been changed from a total of 1,200 recovery to 500 recovery. Yeah. If we burn, you burn with us. Okay? You Dosa mains. I'm sorry. I'm emotional. It's that time of the month. Bro. Oh, let's be honest for ourselves for a moment. Awakening Dosa did need a nerf. 100%. That class was way too strong. And I'll be honest with you, this still doesn't actually address it. It will make it a little bit better, but the is still one-shotting you. I don't understand how it's like, oh, don't worry, now we're not going to nerf the damage on the range skills, but now the range skills won't one-shot you. I'm not sure how that's how it works exactly. I'm going to be honest. I still think they're going to one-shot you. But yeah, they won't CC you as brutally now. Class bug fixes. Nobody cares. This is literally the worst thing. It's confirmed. It is 100% confirmed. The devs are literally watching the top streamers and buffing and nerfing classes based on what the top streamers are playing. That's why Suckzerker has received like 6 buffs in a row. Hash has received like a gajillion buffs in a row. Suck Ninja is getting buff after buff after buff. Okay? And now Maegu is getting nerfed. Because all of the other aforementioned streamers are all in good with Pearl Abyss. Just down on that J.E. Kim glizzy glocking it over there. And I'm over here like, Jay, the dev team, these changes. And they're like, yeah, well, you too, bald man. What are you playing next, bitch? Good luck in the Global Labs next week, and may the odds be ever in your favor. I fully expect them. In the next Global Lab patch, I swear to God, they're gonna nerf Deadeye and be like, and may the odds be ever in your favor at the end. Because that's just like, it's about sending a message. You know what I mean? It's about sending a message. We're gonna play a fun game. It's called What Class is Gonna Get Nerfed Next in BDO? In the interest of fairness. Now we know for sure that they are literally balancing based on what I am playing. It's not even a question. So, we need to pick a class that, for the good of the BDO community, will get nerfed. And in the interest of fairness, I think that we should add Berserker another 37 times. Just to make it a little bit more reasonable. Okay? This makes it fair. This is fair. This is what fairness looks like. All right? I think that this is fair. No way it lands on Dark Knight. That's insane. What the fuck? What the fucking fuck? No! We already did this! Bro, what the fuck? I have Berserker on this wheel 38 times!
Lots of beaver cheer Dax 100. Holy shit.
That's brutal, man! The whole left side of the wheel is Berserker!